was overjoyed with her new powers and put both Charlotte and Rill in a very difficult situation. Charlotte's appearance was no longer of use, but Vanica's surprise wasn't over. She presented them with Princess Lolopechka in a new form. She also controlled her with curse magic and the princess became her puppet. Of course, we know that the princess was originally a strong person and now she became stronger than before. Rill couldn't stand against her power, while Charlotte fell into Vanica's hands. The end was near, but Noelle had other ideas and intervened at the last moment. What's scary is that Vanica doesn't seem worried. Anyway, Gaja was very angry after seeing the princess in this state, while Vanica was very happy to meet Noelle. From the first glance, she could tell that Noelle had become stronger, and she was right. Noelle made a temporary contract with the water spirit, who will cooperate to save Princess Lolopechka. Vanica got excited and immediately started attacking Noelle, while Gaja was busy fighting the princess, trying to stop her with minimal damage. Anyway, Vanica's attack was able to penetrate Noelle's defense, or so she thought, because after uniting with the water spirit, Noelle reached a new level of power called the Holy Level. This level only reaches spirit bearers and gives them the ability to destroy higher demons. Vanica felt a huge pressure coming from Noelle, and she literally felt scared. She released the blood beasts, but Noelle was easily able to destroy them. She then released the blood wires, and again, Noelle was able to penetrate them and approached Vanica, and they were in direct combat. So far, their levels seemed close until Vanica made a fatal mistake. She reminded Noelle of how she had previously killed her mother and made her suffer because of the curse until she died. A mockery from Asir sent Noelle into a frenzy. She gathered all her power into the holy sword and slashed open her stomach. Vanica tried to resist but failed. This time she fell for good. Even in her last moments of life, Vanica was still smiling. She was still enjoying herself and still wanted to fight more. She was literally so crazy that she wanted to be friends with Noelle, so she could learn about her life and fight after she healed. But Noelle refused her request. She was determined to kill her here and now. At the last moment, Megicula appeared. In flesh and blood, he managed to escape to the human world through Vanica's body. Although he didn't emerge at full strength, he still outsmarted everyone in the room. Megicula immediately transformed Princess Lolopechka into a full-fledged demon. Megicula is, in fact, the most evil good demon to have ever entered the human world. Noelle was literally shocked. She didn't expect Megicula to emerge before the gates opened. She asked him how he was able to escape before the ritual was completed. Megicula replied, "The Killfoot ritual is a safe but slow method. I have another way to emerge. It might be difficult, but this one is faster." He said his plan required the souls of 3 powerful witches. He had already obtained Noelle's mother's soul. Now he had Vanica's soul. He still had Lolopechka's soul left. The conditions would be met. Then he would emerge with his full strength and form. Megicula put Noelle and the others in a difficult position. They had to fight Lolopechka without killing her. At the same time, they had to find a way to kill Megicula. Noelle attacked, but Megicula easily countered her attack. The curse destroys any magic that came near it. Here, Charlotte used her flowers to try to reduce the curse's power, and Megicula acknowledged her strength. Charlotte was the only one capable of withstanding her curse. Rill moved. He cast a very large spell, Valhalla's Twilight. He summoned magical warriors to attack, but Megicula used Vanica's magic and curse magic simultaneously. He cast a massive spell that knocked out Beryl and all the soldiers in a single attack. On the other side, Gaja tried to distract Lolopechka and stop her attacks without harming her. Whenever he got close, he remembered the princess and couldn't touch her. This hesitation left him exposed, and he paid the price. Gaja fell, and Noelle lost her sacred form. Megicula, with a cold stare, declared the end of this battle. Noelle was distressed that she could no longer use her magic. Megicula's curse had enveloped the entire room. Using magic inside this room had become almost impossible. The demon asked her, "Isn't it time to surrender?" Noelle literally couldn't respond. Meanwhile, an explosion occurred in the background. It was Gaja in his final moments deciding to do something crazy. The water spirit was worried. She knew Gaja was planning something dangerous. Gaja stunned the princess with his rad magic, temporarily paralyzing her. He freed his body and headed towards Megicula. Gaja knew his injury was fatal. He didn't want the princess to be the cause of her death, so he decided to use what little life he had left and convert it into energy. Then, he used that energy in one final, devastating attack to finish Megicula off once and for all. Joja's Megicula literally burned. The attack, so powerful, it breached the palace walls and burst out of the palace. Noelle tried to help in any way she could to confirm Megicula's death. But suddenly, she stopped, seeing a shocking sight. Xiujia's entire body was burned. Behind the dust, it appeared as if Megicula hadn't been affected. The dust began to dissipate, and Megicula appeared unaffected. Gaja lost the bet. Megicula's spell had proven capable of dealing with any magical attack, no matter how powerful. The water spirit was shocked upon seeing Gaja's state. Megicula told Noelle that this battle was over because she could no longer use her power inside this room. Everyone literally fell, and Megicula saw no reason to prolong this fight. Noelle is still trying to show her holy level. The demon spell is quickly consuming her magic. It's damaging her body. Literally, things are settled. That's why Megicula was surprised. Why don't humans give up? Why don't they want to accept reality? And they always challenge those who are stronger than them. Megicula sees that thinking this way is literally absurd because challenging those stronger than you will only lead to your destruction. And that hope is not something that can be relied upon to win. But strength is everything, and it is on it that the winner and the loser are decided. Our strength lies in not giving up. This is what she learned from Asta, and this answer Megicula couldn't comprehend, or perhaps couldn't accept, so he decided to end everything immediately. He turned the princess's body into a time bomb that would explode and destroy everything around her. Of course, with the princess's death, Megicula would be able to reappear in the human world with his full power. Noelle realizes this isn't a threat, and that the demon will actually fulfill every word he says. Lolopechka is literally about to explode, and all Noelle can do is scream, "Enough, it seems the end is over." But a savior appears at the last moment. Megicula doesn't know what's happening. Asta draws the demon destroyer's sword and nullifies the explosion curse. Noelle literally cries out in joy at the return of hope. Megicula wonders who this human was who was able to stop his curse. Libby literally broke into a sweat after seeing Megicula and said, "How did this demon manage to get out early?" He also said that without the power of the Union, he couldn't face it. Megicula was able to identify Asta from Vanica's memories and admitted that the magic nullifier's power could cause him trouble. He therefore decided to kill Lolopechka immediately to reveal his full power and avoid unnecessary trouble. But suddenly, the death curse disappeared. Megicula was shocked by what was happening. Asta hadn't moved, and he was right. The one who moved this time was Charlotte. She fought again, and with her spikes, she could absorb and nullify any curse. Noelle also regained her health. Megicula was excited again and began to admire the human potion. Megicula created an army using blood magic and steel, but Noelle and Charlotte were able to deal with it. The water spirit created Lolopechka to protect her from Megicula, enveloping her in a water shield. Asta apologized, saying he couldn't help them right now and had to wait until he regained his strength. Noelle smiled and replied, "I've done enough. Just having you by my side gives me strength." Now she'll focus all her energy on killing Megicula. She was able to manifest her sacred level once again, and the fight began again. Megicula's soldiers attacked Noelle. The water spirit said her remaining power wasn't enough to kill these monsters, so Nero and Charlotte decided to support her, so Noelle could retain her magic to face Megicula. The blood and steel soldiers fell. The demon decided to combine the soldiers to create massive monsters, and his plan succeeded, as Rel's soldiers were unable to withstand it. Just in time, Luck arrived and asked Noelle to follow him, and he would open the way. The surprises didn't end there. Gaja also moved, and even he couldn't believe he was still breathing. He was supposed to be dead, and his return was thanks to Rel's spell, which removes the sense of pain from allies. Therefore, Gaja felt nothing at all, as if he hadn't been harmed. Now he and Luck would launch a combined attack that would literally wipe out all of Megicula's monsters. The attack was so powerful that even the demon itself was on fire. Noelle targeted the last remaining fragment, but even in this state, the demon was still stronger and was able to stop it. Noelle was trapped and Megicula was preparing to literally destroy her. There was no chance for the escapee. But at the last moment, the head of the Silva family, Noelle, arrived with his wolf magic, forming a shield around Noelle, saving her from death. Noelle had been waiting for this opportunity to finally get his revenge. Noelle thanked everyone for their efforts and told them he would put an end to this. He combined all his strength in a single attack and literally unleashed a terrifying barrage of spears. Megicula couldn't withstand this immense pressure. His body began to disintegrate piece by piece, but in the end, Noelle couldn't destroy the demon's heart, as ordinary magic couldn't destroy the hearts of supreme demons. But Megicula had overlooked something important. Noelle was still there, and this opportunity was definitely not to be missed. With that, Megicula was declared dead. A captive soul was freed. She hugged her 2 children, and that was the goodbye. The curse of Megicula began to fade. Lolopechka returned to her normal form. She woke up to find herself in Asta's arms. The situation was awkward, but Noelle interrupted the moment just in time and gave the pervert what he deserved. Rel's spell was gone, meaning the damage from this battle would now be apparent. Charlotte, however, wasn't worried and told Rel, "Thanks to you, we've made it this far." She thanked her. Lolopechka rushed to meet Gaja, but he too fell after Rel's spell was broken. Lolopechka immediately used her magic to heal them, but the injuries were severe and her magic couldn't handle the damage. She began to cry. She couldn't save them and they would die. Asta and Noelle were also worried. At that moment, Nacht arrived, bringing Mimosa with him. Nacht had anticipated this scenario, so he went to get Mimosa. He sent Asta and lackeys Bigo. Mimosa had reached an advanced level of healing magic. It literally healed all their injuries. Even Nacht was surprised by the effectiveness of the spell. Asta was happy, as were Lulu and Noelle. Nothing is more beautiful than a happy ending. Gaja seized the opportunity and confessed his love to the princess at an unexpected time. Literally everyone went into shock, even Asta. I don't know why, but Nozel interrupted them and reminded everyone that the battle wasn't over yet. They still had to save Yami and William. Here the episode ends. Don't forget to subscribe and like. It means a lot to me.